Senator Kyrsten Sinema is leading her third bipartisan trip to the U.S.-Mexico border this year, touring an Arizona port of entry with Oklahoma Republican Senator James Lankford. The Democrat turned independent says immigration is her #1 concern right now. Even as migrant crossings plummet, Sinema says communities along the border are still managing a crisis. NBC's Julie Sirkin is at the border and just spoke with Senator Sinema in an NBC News exclusive. So we know, Julie, that there hasn't been real congressional action on immigration in decades. Does Sinema think what's happened over the last couple of months is going to change anything?
She's certainly hoping it will. In fact, she told me she hopes she can get meaningful, comprehensive immigration reform done this Congress. That's obviously a large task for a divided Congress. You barely have enough support for the Republicans to pass that bill that they did a couple of weeks ago. But look, just to set the scene for you here, I'm in Nogales, Arizona, and this is one of the most the ports of entry here that sees the largest influx of migrants. Behind me, you actually see Mexicans crossing over the border just to do some shopping, getting day-to-day activities done. Right farther behind me is actually where Sinema and Lankford are touring the border. They are there at a port of entry talking to CBP officers. Yesterday, they were there in Tucson, which is actually Sinema's hometown, where she sat at a round table hearing from local officials who did say despite border crossings being low now, they need federal assistance to ensure they're able to meet the demands of the crisis if and when that happens, and they surely expected to. Take a listen to what Sinema told me, and interestingly, what she hinted about her future political plans. Watch.
Rather than spend time talking about politics or elections, folks in Arizona know that I always stay focused on the work. And that's why I'm here in Tucson, my hometown, working with Senator Lankford, and why I keep bringing colleagues after colleague after colleague down to the border to see this crisis firsthand.
Would you ever consider taking it a step further, maybe pursuing action on this issue outside of Congress as Homeland Security Secretary?
Oh, gosh, no. I don't want that job.
Why not?
Well, you know, serving in the United States Senate, you have the ability to actually change the laws. We need members of Congress who are willing to actually change these laws. The administration can't do that.
Chris, so interesting. I asked that question a little bit out of left field. You heard her response there, though, and she said that legislating is where she feels happiest at. She feels like she can make more of a difference in the Senate. She, by the way, said there's a lot left on the table even after her term is done. So if you're reading the tea leaves there, it certainly sounds like Sinema is comfortable where she's at.